All right, how much of an honor it is to have a fighter like Mauricio Herrera, a fighter that beats his opponents, and you know the powers that be have to kind of take that victory away from him. How much of an honor it is that he's such a great fighter that many fighters don't want to give him a rematch or step in the ring with him?
Yeah, they don't want to give him a rematch because they know he's tough, you know, and he's a good fighter, you know. They'd rather get someone else to fight him, you know, because
have you been training him since during the Provonickin fight? Did you train him for that fight?
Well, I started training him like 5 years ago, I think.
5 years ago?
What
was your first fight with him?
Provonickin.
Provonickin.
I got hired for that one. Yeah.
Provonickin was your first fight?
First fight, yeah.
In that fight, do you think, since that point to now, do you think if there was a rematch that there would be a different performance from Herrera, a less violent one?
Well, he's been working on a lot more movement and all that, you know, so he's been progressing, you know, and like you guys see, maybe I'll see the same, you know, maybe less punishment from Mauricio, you know, and I'll see Mauricio beating Provonickin easier.
At some point in that fight, the Provonickin fight, did you ever think about stopping that fight? Because it was very
Well, it was tough because Mauricio was in good condition, yeah, and we asked him, you know, how you feel? It felt good, you know.
Oh, so you asked him as long as he says I'm good, the fight continues.
You know, he was doing good and everything, but his eye was kind of shut, you know, and we were like, you see good? Yeah, he's a warrior, you know, he's a tough fighter, you know. He was always there in the fight, so the guy came to us and he said, you know, I'm gonna stop it. And we're like, no, it's okay, it's okay. He was people throwing and everything.
So you guys went on to Puerto Rico to fight Danny Garcia, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you see that fight throughout the whole process, the 12-round fight? Did you feel you guys clearly won, and then when you got the decision, how did that feel?
It feels bad, you know, when you're over there, you know, because first we trained so hard for this fight, you know, and then we knew we were gonna get it. You know, we trained so hard for him.
You didn't expect the robbery?
I didn't expect it, but you know,
it's hometown.
We kind of know it's his hometown and all that, so that's why he prepared himself good, you know, for the fight. And at the end, I told Mauricio, you won, you know. He thought he won, you know.
How was that feeling going back into the locker room? That you got robbed, clearly robbed.
When we went back to the locker room, all the people they were like Mauricio.
A lot of support.
Yeah, a lot of support from
the Puerto Rican community, right? A lot of support. Because they once they booed that,
turn around, you know. So
once they booed that decision, and that let you know that you definitely had won that night, right?
Yeah. Okay. You know, in the corner, you know.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But the fans booing it was that much more
crazy, you know, right there.
What about this fight with Benavidez, another fight that he clearly won? You know, Herrera says that Benavidez is a fighter who's been babied. How did you guys feel about that fight too? You know, the same result, the same situation.
We talk about it like that, man, you're fighting in some car, you know, and all that. But, you know, as long as you put up a good show and you fight hard, you know, and the people are the judges, basically. You know, people are the judges and they know, you know, see what happens.
Mauricio Herrera, he's at 140 now. Do you think there's a potential move at 147? And who would you like to fight at 147? Is that something you guys have ever talked about? 147?
Yeah, because they mentioned Danny Garcia is going up in weight to 147, and yeah, he'll go up to 147 to fight Danny or for any world title fight.
What about Danny Garcia's moving up to 147. You guys clearly want that rematch. Has there been any negotiations to a rematch, or is that something you don't know about?
You know, but Danny's saying that what I heard last time that he was gonna defend his title one more time at 140, and then he's gonna move up to 147. Hey, Mauricio will fight him at 140 or at 147.
How did you see the fight between Lamont Peterson and Garcia? Another fight that Danny Garcia clearly lost, and they still gave him the decision again.
That was a close fight. You know, it was a really close fight. You know, I thought it should be a draw or maybe 1 point, but you know, should have go either way. Because Danny put pressure the first half of the fight, and Lamont, you know, he was just, you know, running away, you know. But Danny was doing so good. I think if we would have started like in the sixth, putting pressure like that, you know, we would have taken it. But it's hard too, you know. I thought it was a close fight.
After fighting Danny Garcia, Benavidez, do you guys follow them in order to scout them in case that rematch comes, or you guys just follow it because you're boxing fans at the end of the day?
At the end of the day, well, Mauricio, he wants to, he really wants to fight Danny, you know. Yeah, he thought he won, you know. He won the fight, so he really want to fight Danny. So he doesn't say nothing about Benavides and nothing, because he thought he won easy, you know. That was an easy fight.
How did you see
it wasn't easy, you know, but it was an easy win for him, you know.
How did you see the performance that Benavides had against Spies Jr.? Did you guys see that fight? Did you see
yeah,
that?
we saw the fight, you know. Actually, he did good. He did pretty good, you know. But he didn't show much, you know.
No improvement since the Herrera fight.
You know, well, he did good, you know, help box this kid and everything, you know, but I don't think Pius Jr. is that level yet, you know.
So,
and I don't think that was his weight too, you know.
So the main goal here is to keep winning and then eventually hopefully get Garcia again, right? That's the plan?
Yeah, that's why Mauricio is training so hard right now, like same as he was training for Garcia. So he's putting a lot of hours in the gym and training so hard because after he beat this guy, he wants to see if he can get another title shot.
How does the sparring go between the Herrera brothers? I know they do sparring.
It's very good, you know. You know, when two brothers go each other, you know, it's always good.
Action.
Yeah, it's a lot of action. Yeah.
Is there ever a moment where they back off each other because they're brothers, or they just don't care? They just go in there and do what they gotta do.
They do what they have to do. You know, they
get each other ready.
Yeah, they help each other when someone's gonna fight. They help each other. Yeah, good guys, good kids.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.